Damn, I gotta get
Why don't you shut the up?
Can you say that on TV? That's out of line, Phil.
You're out of line. And you're too stupid to know
I
it.
didn't say a word to you. You're just jumping down my throat for no reason right now.
For no reason?
For no reason. You playing bad, you got losing hand, and you're just trying to get some TV time. Mock your hand, idiot.
Poker is all about control, reading your opponent, keeping your cool. But every now and then, even the best can break. From breakdowns to blowups, this is what happens when the world's top pros lose control. One of the first true emotional explosions of the poker boom came in 2004, on the biggest stage in the game, the World Series of Poker main event. Here we can see how Mike Matusow earned his nickname. After betting into Greg Raymer, Raymer folded. That should have been the end of it, but Matusow couldn't help himself.
Tournament.
You gotta stop with me, buddy. I'm gonna bust you if you with me. You ain't playing with kids, buddy.
All right, Mikey.
I got big. You got little.
Talk about him, Mike. It's all right. Talk about yourself all you want. He's joking around. We know that.
I'm just joking, bro. You know that. Uh-oh. Ah!
Nothing brings a poker table to life quite like a slow roll. In this hand, Andreas flops the nut flush. His opponent, holding two pair, fires a bet. Andreas, short stacked and facing an easy decision, goes into a deep tank. He knows he's calling, but he waits, and waits, and waits. Eventually he slides in the chips and flips over the nuts. The table instantly turns cold. Players screw up their faces. It's the kind of slow roll that draws universal disgust. But then, the river comes, and let's say it's poetic.
Go spot if ever I saw. Oh!
He's a genius.
Yeah, he tried to do a Kevin Clean there. Just
Jonica has top two.
Yeah,
top two.
Oh, he's not going to get slow rolled.
Look at the huff and the puff.
Oh my God, what's going on here?
I assume Junica's put him in. Is he actually slow rolling?
Oh my God, what are you at?
What is going on
These
here?
graphics can't be right. Get it
He's
in.
bet 300k, he has put them all in. What is
Alles klar, yeah. Alle die chips in die Mitte.
there's nothing. What is going on? If there's any justice, an ace is going to roll off on this river.
An ace or a six got to hit the turn of the river. This is disgraceful.
Nicked richtig.
What's happening?
Meine Freund. Well, this is absolutely disgraceful. Donegal D is from the old school.
Donegal D is the legend Donegal D.
And he's an absolute gentleman, and this is horrendous.
Andreas is going to be taking on a trip to the mountains after this one.
Absolutely horrendous behaviour. And you know what? He deserves an ace here. He deserves an ace or six.
I have no idea what I'm looking at.
I don't care. Ace or six, come on.
This is appalling.
Come on, the Don.
This is appalling behaviour.
You deserve the camera. It's coming. Come on, the ace for six.
Look at the reaction from Michael Wang.
Idiot.
What are you doing, sir?
That is disgraceful.
On your bike.
It's going to kick off here.
And Kevin Killeen is absolutely
That's
spot
not
on
okay.
to tackle him. Absolutely spot on.
Yeah.
Any ace or any six will be cheered by the world of the internet.
Aus Deutschland.
If there's any justice here.
Come on.
7 of clubs on the turn.
Come on. On your bike, German.
Any four for any justice here. It's an ace or a six on the river.
Some players lose it when they're disrespected, others when they're outplayed. But when both happen back to back, even the calmest pros can snap. In this clash, Nick Airball gets way under Jungleman's skin, twice in a row. First, Airball pulls off a fearless bluff, gets Jungleman to fold a strong hand and then twist the knife. He shows the bluff and says it straight, "You're my bitch."
Wire here, probably about 10 seconds left.
Alright, Dan out call and slow roll in this spot.
Lays it down!
Lays
Wow,
it down!
He's getting shown the bluff 100%.
You're my bitch. Don't forget.
Oh!
Then it happens again. Nick makes a flush and gets Jungleman to pay him off. That was an easy fold, Airball gloats, needling him even more. That's when Jungleman breaks.
Wow, big dip.
Snap call.
Ship it! Semi-binding.
Ship it!
Semi-binding. Semi.
We got Dirty Dan again. How fucking good am I? We got him for 2x on the river, too.
No.
Snap call with the 2x.
You should fold. That's an easy fold. Oh my God.
Says the idiot who called with queen.
You're that confident.
Oh,
my God.
Now we have an issue.
Why are you so confident?
There's nothing worse in poker than getting it in good. and watching it all slip away, especially when your entire tournament life is on the line. Mike Matusow, one of the most emotionally volatile players in poker history, finds himself all in at the World Series. He has ace-king against ace-queen. The crowd is buzzing. He's ahead. He knows it, and he's trying to hold it together. But anyone who knows Matusow knows, when the cards hit the table, anything can happen.
To the flop.
Come on, one time, baby.
Foster and Matusow out of the flop. 8-7-5, no help for either. Matusow now a bigger advantage.
Keep him red.
Okay, the club's coming.
Turn card,
blank,
7 of hearts.
Blank, deuce.
And
Deuce.
now on the river,
Deuce.
only a queen
Deuce.
would knock Matusow out of the main event.
It is a queen. Ed Foster has knocked Matusow out of this tournament.
Why do I get deserveless?
A catastrophic hit to Mike Matusow, who never shies away from showing his emotions.
In this moment, Hellmuth is in the middle of a hand, focused, calculating, locked in. But then, from across the table, comes the voice of Sean Shakon. He's not in the hand, he's not part of the action, but that doesn't stop him from running his mouth, and Hellmuth doesn't take it lightly.
Well, if that's the way it's going to be, that's not poker. Can't use my reading abilities in poker anymore, babe.
Reading abilities? Damn, I gotta get
Why don't you shut the up?
Can you say that on TV? That's out of line, Phil. That's really
You're
out
out of line.
I
And you're
didn't
too
say-
stupid to know
I
it.
didn't say a word to you. You're just jumping down my throat for no reason right now.
For no reason?
For no reason. You playing bad, you got losing hand, and you're just trying to get some TV time. Mock your hand, idiot.
In this clip, 2 amateurs are locked in a tense hand. Deep stacks, big decision, and the clock ticking. But after more than 10 minutes of silence, someone finally speaks up and calls the clock. One of the players isn't happy.
Yeah, not surprised. It's been a really long time. Players taking a stretch. And Maria, all these players looking on. Little did they know Rigby just has ace-7 here.
Yes.
30 seconds, we'll count down the last 5 of those.
Yeah, thinks better of it finally.
We're going to see it anyways.
I know.
Jacob Sachs, up to 3 million. That's a lot of buy-ins on DraftKings.
So sick.
Thank you, man.
Rigby seems like a
We're going to
shadow
dinner
of
in 2
it.
minutes.
Yeah,
former
it's like-
self.
You're a clown, but whatever.
Yeah. It's kind of absurd if you just call it that.
Who would have
Wasn't
thought
even your
Sachs
time.
should have
Yeah,
more
yeah.
chips?
You're not involved. We're
What
going
do
to
you know?
break.
There's one
You're
hand?
playing one hand. We're going to play one more hand. You're not even
I mean,
gonna-
over here this year, we're just like calling clock. It's a joke. Like, I
Ridiculous.
faster than anyone in the fucking tournament. You're going to call clock there.
I felt like it was warranted. It was like, it wasn't even 10 minutes.
Some poker hands don't just end tournaments, they break people. And that's exactly what happened when Matt Affleck ran into fate during one of the biggest pots of his life. Affleck gets all the chips in with pocket aces. Duhamel, behind and drawing, needs a miracle to survive. Just the kind of silence that hits harder than words. His face twists in disbelief. He walks away and eventually breaks down backstage.
Matt Affleck with pocket aces.
Hello, pocket aces. You go, Matt.
I think if he makes the final table, he might wear a Seattle Mariners tuxedo, Norman. And Matt on the button with a re-raise to $1,550,000. Small blind folds over to Dewey Lay and the big blind. And Dewey folds. So now back to Duhamel.
With tricky pocket jacks.
Raise.
And he says re-raise himself to just over $3.9 million.
Duhamel's interest is peaked. And Affleck could 5-bet it here, even go all in.
Matt Affleck with 2 aces against the pocket jacks of Duhamel. And Matt just with the call.
Well, Affleck is out-chipped by Duhamel, and he'd like to get as many of those chips as possible.
2 of the top 5 stacks see a flop of 10-9-7. Affleck still good with his aces. Duhamel picks up a gut shot. And he checks. Affleck.
Matt moves deliberately, but decisively.
With the aces. And Duhamel, a very interested observer. That's $5 million from Matt.
Affleck hoping Duhamel has a big pocket pair because he'll get at least 5 million more chips here.
And that's Buddies looking a little nervous on the sidelines.
Duhamel's gonna call, and you know, if those chips fall over, someone's gotta yell Jenga.
Well, he does make the call. Over 18 million in the middle.
Big pot now, and we could have a big change in the pecking order.
Turn card is a queen of diamonds. Duhamel now with an up and down straight draw. Matt's ace is still good, though.
Yeah, that card line gives Duhamel more outs if he thinks he's up against a big pair or a set.
Duhamel checks again.
Affleck in his familiar pose.
He says all in for 11.6 million. So now back to Duhamel with the jacks and the up and down straight draw.
A huge decision for Duhamel. He's not getting the right price to call, and he'd be left with just over 8 million chips if he loses. He's got to believe Matt wouldn't push here with anything less than aces, kings, or a set, no?
Duhamel thinking very seriously about this. Call. And makes the call.
Tens and nines.
Your kings, right?
I'm shocked by the call on. Look at the pot. Affleck on the brink of becoming the huge chip leader. Duhamel, if he gets lucky, would be an overwhelming chip leader.
So Affleck way ahead, one card away from putting a huge hurt on Duhamel. Everyone on pins and needles here at the Rio. This will be the biggest river card of the tournament.
Yeah, a defining moment here late at this main event, Lon. Jonathan Duhamel just wants to disappear inside that hood if he could. Matt Affleck is going to have 41 million chips or no chips. He needs to dodge a king, jack, or 8.
The river card. Oh, is an 8! A crushing blow to Matt Affleck. Duhamel hit his card and eliminates young Matt Affleck.
He's got to be heartbroken.
Affleck thunderstruck.
Last year, the blow-up, and he finished 80th. This year, the bad beat, and he finishes 15th.
Affleck so close to the prize. He had overcome some earlier setbacks only to fight back and become a major factor again, but now he's gone.
You can expect blow-ups from loudmouths and rookies, but when two of the most respected legends in poker start arguing, that's when the table gets really quiet. In one of the strangest poker moments ever caught on camera, Phil Ivey and Doyle Brunson, yes, Doyle, get into a tense back and forth over money owed. It's not playful, it's not friendly, it's real.
I promise you you'll pay. Right here.
Guppy, I need a dealer to the low limit body of Guppy. Or Robin.
I promise you you'll pay. That's all.
Sometimes the poker gods aren't your biggest enemy, it's your own friends. In this hand, a short stacked player is facing elimination and drawing thin. He's sweating the river, turns to his rail and watches for a miracle. When the ace hits, his rail explodes, cheering, celebrating, thinking he just paired up and survived. But there's one small problem. That ace gave his opponent a flush.
Tip the commentators. Thank you for your work. Like as if I was a bartender.
Yeah.
Thank you for your work
I would
here.
appreciate,
Right?
black chip. It's fine.
Pork raises to 5 million. Action on key line.
I wouldn't be
Pork
surprised.
down to 24 bigs.
I wouldn't be surprised if he shoves on him here.
Yep, he does go all in. Ace 9 though. Oh wow, there's the call.
Snap call with ace 9.
Yeah, and I'm not saying he shouldn't call with ace 9.
Think about it.
Yeah. I think a little bit of lack of focus, the fact that he called that quickly.
He's happy to just get in with any ace here, and whatever you have, it's fine.
This seems like a hasty call.
He could be ahead sometimes, Dave. I mean, Keyline should play king-queen this way. There are some hands, yeah.
There's a 9.
All
9-7-3.
Gives him a little
Or he can
hope.
catch an ace or a 9. Running spades will not help him as Keyline has the jack of spades. It is Horrocks' tournament life on the line. This could be the last hand of the tournament. Oh, that is a terrible turn card. As Horrocks is now down to either the ace of hearts, ace of clubs, or a red 9.
He's got 4 outs.
It's over. It's the ace of spades, and it's over. Look at that.
Does Horrocks know he lost?
Wow.
Does he even know that he lost?
His friends all thought he won. His friends all thought he won.
But did he think that he won?
I don't know. He got mobbed. I couldn't tell if he thought he won or not. But his friends all thought he won.
Everyone just saw the ace, and they didn't realize he actually made a flush with that card. So the pair of aces is no good.
a very confusing moment for, I guess, the players. And I don't know if he thought he won.
But his friends definitely thought
his friends celebrated.
Yeah.
They saw the ace and they just started cheering.
There's nothing wrong with showing a little emotion in poker, but show too much, too early, and the deck has a funny way of humbling you. In this clip, a player gets all in pre-flop with pocket aces, and the moment the chips go in, he explodes, arms up, yelling, celebrating like the pot is already his. But there's a reason they deal 5 cards.
Put the cameras up!
Oh my!
Donnie!
A little bit of a slow roll there, but doing it for the entertainment purposes.
Oh my God.
I mean, that is a big play with the Karma Gods. Are we going to see diamonds here, Donnie, because of that slow roll?
Oh my God. You can't make up this shit, man. You can't make up this shit.
This final table just keeps delivering more and more good moments. Let's see the flop here as Ryo is once again at risk. Oh my God, 3, 5, 10.
Always a sweat.
Wheel draw for Ryo, or sorry, for Plessup to send Ryo to the rail potentially. Once again, the dealer gets a talking to. Oh, there's 60 million chips in the middle. This is massive.
It's a spade, though. It's a spade.
Wow.
It's a spade. Ryo has the ace of spades.
I mean, so far, the aces are cracked right now as it stands. Ace is cracked. Spades are still alive for Ryo. Or else, we're down to the final river card. It's a 7.
Some players can't help themselves. When the adrenaline kicks in, the ego takes over, and in this hand, one player doesn't just show confidence, he performs it.
You know what, I'm so confident in my heads-up game. Yeah. Do me then, whatever, innit?
At least you put your money where your mouth was.
Yeah, whatever.
That's true.
Nice level. Yeah, and what then?
Oh my God.
Look, I've got 2 jacks here. You don't think I mess about? My heads-up game, I'll beat everyone in this whole party poker. It don't matter if I'd come there. It don't matter. Look at this. I'm sitting out for 5 hours. In your eye, David Benjamin, you arrogant guy. You think you can angle me? You just got so pwned, it's a joke.
From trash talk to tears, slow rolls to snap-offs, these moments remind us, no matter how good you are, no one can stay stone-faced forever. But poker emotion doesn't just happen at the tables. Sometimes it happens when players lose everything without ever seeing it coming. Click here to see how the biggest online poker scams in history changed the game forever.